What's going on, Raiders? Duelim here, and today we've got a shard opening for you. That's right, we do have the extra event that is running that we talked about in my video. That was a big trap for Titus Blackplume. So this is going to be the summon rush that is going to have 50 shards of Gnom or Nom Yellow Hand. So this is essentially counting for 2 events here, which means I did not participate in the first summon championing event, and I will not participate in the last one because this is going to make up for it essentially. So saving me a little bit of heartache and a little bit of money. And speaking about money and offers in general, whenever I buy shards, I always look at all the deals and I see which ones are going to be best. So you see here the Elite Shard Pack purchase limit 1 of 2. And this is one that I did end up buying because I did look at the Raid Shadow Legends pack offer calculator, not calendar, which is on Hell Hades. And if you type in everything here, it'll give you a rough estimate on how much the deal is worth. So you see 10 Ancients, 5 Voids, 3 Sacreds, and I put it in for $69, a pretty nice price if you get what I'm saying. And it's a pretty normal deal, so I always check to see what I'm getting here because I really don't know the rates and how good some deals are or not. So I like having a place to kind of double check this to be able to feel better about it. And then what I also did, if you go back in game here, we go to Shard Selection. I also did this pack as well. I did the double stacks of Ancients, and then I just did some silver because I need the silver. And I think this was rated at like $45 as well. But I really need the Ancients because we do have an event running right now that we do have buy one, the good old buy one, get one free for Ancient Shards. We also have progressive chance for Void, Primal, and Sacred. We've got a lot of stuff going on, which I'm actually really surprised. I really thought we were not going to be getting any sort of drop event for this one because I thought they were going to punish the people that wanted to kind of min-max this and not open during the first and the last event. So I'm actually kind of shocked we got something here, which is absolutely great. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal, as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion, to help keep your other characters alive. And then this is super important. Day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account. Type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo codes. And now let's get into it. So we're going to open up 9 solos here of the Ancient Shards, and then we will open up 5 10 packs, all 8 of my Voids, all 5 of the Primals, and all of the Sacreds. I also decided to go with Sniktraak as the progressive chance. I know it's unlikely that I get him, but I did notice he was the best in my opinion. So he's got attack one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack buff for 2 turns. Already a great A1. That goes up to a 60% chance. And then a 100% chance of placing a 50%. If the target's under a leech, it has a 100% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff on the target for 2 turns. So that's really great. And then for the A2, Cloying Horror, attack all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Great. Also places a shield buff on all allies equal to 30% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns, which is really, really nice. And the shield buff cannot be removed if it is placed when there are any enemies under leech. And this immediately screams Scarab to me. And I've been having a lot of problems with Scarabs in Doom Tower. So this is going to be very, very helpful if I'm able to get him. Then the A3 places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also places a 30% reflect damage buff on all allies for 2 turns, then heals this champion by 50% of their max HP. So this is really, really nice for like things like Clan Boss, because this is just like something that Geomancer does in his passive. So if I'm doubling up with this, with Geomancer on his passive and then this, I'm doing a lot of damage, which is really nice. And then the Aura increase ally HP in all battles by 33%. So that's going to be from Awakening him. So let's pull the solos here, and then let's get into it. We also have Hell Hades open up, obviously, to see if we get anything good. We got Boltsmith, part of the dwarves. Nothing crazy there. All right, let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Another rare. We got Thurgist. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you, but that's okay. All right. We've got Banshee, lovely. I'm also going to back out here for a second. I want to make sure I'm getting the points, and it does look like I am. Okay, I should be at 60 points. Awesome. I am a warrior, and if I open up all of these shards and don't get points for whatever reason because I forgot something and didn't read, I'd be very unhappy. So, let's see. All right, let's open it up. Another one. We got another rare. The good thing about this shard opening, it's a summon one and not the champion acquisition one, where it doesn't matter what you get. You don't have to be lucky and get good things from shards. You just got to open up shards because it's a base value, which is nice. Headsman looks like the dude from the really dumb dude from Shrek. I can't remember his name. He's, hey guys, that one? No? I sound like I'm from the Goonies here, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Riskharm, Bannerlord's another rare. All right, we are getting lots of rares from Ancients, so maybe we're just getting the bad luck out of the way from the single drops. Tiger Soul, no, we got 2 more solos, and then we will pull 5 stacks of 10. And yeah, let's try to get lucky. Let's get a double legendary, shall we? That guy looks cool. Marauder, no. Another rare. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. So we got another Kale. I can ascend him again. Okay, that's not bad, actually. That's actually really good. I just, in one of my previous videos, I also pulled a 4 red for him as well. So 4 red, and I think I have, I could double ascend him now, or double empower him now. So he might be really good, actually. He's going to be getting pretty strong. So let's open up 10 at a time now. And let's get lucky, shall we? Let's get lucky, shall we? All right, we got rare, Gladiator, Greybeard, War Maiden, Channeler, Wretch, Eris, Aethel. We did get Rare Guard, Sergeant, so let's see what we got here. I think that's how they spelled it, hopefully. Nope. Oh, it's Rear Guard. Man. You guys remember what it's like to have a 2nd grade reading level? Because I never surpassed that. All right. Anyway, part of the dwarves, Force, 3 stars, nothing crazy. Possibly good for faction wars. Maybe attacks one enemy has a 40% chance of placing a decreased defense. Nice. Decrease attack. So a debuffer, ally protection. Okay, not terrible. I'll take it. Decent character. Okay. All right, let's do it. 10 more. Come on. Let's get a buy one, get one free legendary. That's what I always call this event. The buy one, get one free. Rare. Assassin, Magus, Wagenborn, Skullsworn. Farrakhan the... Oh, I got Farrakhan the Fat. Isn't he super good? I remember, I've heard this guy's name multiple times, if I'm not mistaken. He's like extremely good. Yeah, he's a 4-star spirit. I was going to say, I recognize this guy. This guy is nuts. Yeah, he's got HP burn and poisons. That's right. Increased crit rate, increased crit damage. Oh, Lord. He's very good. Okay. Lovely. Good in faction wars as well. Lovely. Attacks one enemy, has a 40% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff. Holy smokes. That's pretty nice. That goes up to a 50% chance. Has a 75% chance of placing an HP burn and 2 5% poison debuffs for 2 turns, and that goes up to 100%. Lovely. Book down to a 3-turn cooldown. Also, pretty good multiplier on the attack there. That's kind of nuts. A3 beatdown increases a 30% increased crit rate, 30% increased crit damage. Buff on allies except this champion for 3 turns. And all allies except this champion will attack 1 target enemy. Interesting. Oh, so it's an ally attack. Oh, that's awesome. So this guy's really good for Fire Knight then. Okay, cool. Deflects 20% of all damage this champion receives onto all allies. The damage will spread equally across all allies. Also very interesting. Okay, so this guy is very, very good. So this is a successful pull here. Very, very nice. I will definitely get use out of him. Absolutely. That's awesome. All right, let's pull 10 more. Sweet. I think we got this one plus 2 more. So already got a good epic there. Actually, one of the best epics in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Anax, let's see who that fine fellow is. Let's see who you are. I don't recognize you at all. I think you're part of the Undead Horde faction. 3.5, maybe not too terrible. Doesn't look great in the core game modes or anything like that, but decent faction wars at least. All right, attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Okay, not bad. Poison, decrease accuracy, not terrible. That's actually pretty nice. Some weaken, heals. Okay, not terrible. Passive effect places a 60% increased defense buff on this champion for 2 turns when their HP drops below 75%. Places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns when their HP drops below 50%. And then grants an extra turn when this champion's HP drops below 10%. Okay, not bad, actually. I'll take that. He's actually pretty good as well. I will take that. That's pretty good. Okay, cool. I will get some use out of him. He will be good in Faction Wars, which I am definitely starting to focus a little bit heavier now because I'm starting to get to that point where I can focus it. Barsalas, Grave Dirt. Let's see who you are. Barsalas. All right, let's see who you are. You look stupid with your helmet. All right, 3 mage, nothing. Oh, he's terrible. Oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna look at the kit. You're terrible. You're probably gonna be food. All right. I think this is the last set of 10 for the Ancients. Then we also got some Voids, Primals, and some lovely Ugo again. Yeah. Let's empower Ugo even more. And Juliana. Who's Juliana? I think I've looked up Juliana before. Juliana was probably not great, I don't think. 3 magic. Not great. Not great at all. Increased crit rate, poison. Ignore 50% of the target's defense when Romero's on the same team. Interesting. HP burn. Oh, HP burns and poisons. That's not terrible, I guess, but you know, just kind of one of those All right, that's it for the Ancients, but we got Ugo. We also got Fat Man, so you love that. We also have another Ancient. I'm assuming because that was... I'm running background battles right now for Ice Golem for the tournament runner right now, so trying to get that done. And we got a rare. That doesn't surprise me. Rocktooth! What's up, buddy? All right, let's do the Void. So for the Void progressive chance, I did do Necrit the Great. He looked the best to me out of the 3 options. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section. But this guy looks kind of insane. So attack 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 20% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 1 turn. The attack cannot be resisted as well. The A2 teams up with with allies to attack 1 enemy. All allies under ally protection buffs placed by the champion will join the attack. Allies joining the attack will use their default skills. Grants an extra turn if no enemies are killed during this attack. So Clan Boss, Fire Knight, Ice Golem, all those kind of things looks really good. The A3 places a block buffs, debuff, and a 50% ally protection buff and a 25% strengthen on an ally for 3 turns. That's nuts. And then the ally protection buff cannot be removed. Passive, whenever an ally is attacked under an ally protection buff placed by this champion, places a shield buff on the ally equal to 30% of the champion's max HP for 2 turns. Occurs only if the ally does not already have a shield buff placed by this champion. Also decreases the cooldown of the champion's Legion of the Damned skill by 2 turns if the shield buff is placed, and the Legion of the Damned is the A2, where it's granting that extra turn. And then another passive as well places a block, debuffs, buff, and a 25% strengthen buff for 3 turns on the ally with the lowest max HP at the start of the round. Also places a 50% ally protection buff on them for 6 turns, which is absolutely nuts. That's really, really good. So pretty good character there. I'll take it. Am I going to get him? Probably not, but we've got 8 chances. Let's see what we get. All right, starting off with a lovely, lovely rare. We got Michaelis. Nope. All right, let's see if we can get anything good. Maybe we can get something, one of the epics or legendaries for Mikage. That'd be great too. Terex, the Restless. I did pull one of the legendaries for Mikage, and people were telling me that was pretty nice. So, ooh, Seducer. Look at those abs. Wow, what a Seducer. He looks great. So that was pretty nice. That's going to help me get Mikage a lot faster. So nothing wrong with that. I will take it. Vanguard, we got 4 more. God, he looks like an idiot. You look so stupid. All right, 4 more. 4 more. All right, let's get lucky on these. Come on. Let's get something good from these, shall we? That's not good. Michaelis, again, I just pulled you. I still don't want you. You're a rare. Give me an epic or a legendary, please, and thank you. Renegade. No, no, no. All right, we are not getting very lucky today. That's okay, though. We got the fat. I'm happy with that. We also got another Ugo and Power. Ugo a little bit more. Drowned Bloat Wraith. No, you're the wrong fat guy. I already pulled the better one. All right, last Void Shard, and then we'll get into Primals, and then Sacreds. We get another rare Fanatic, so it doesn't look like we got anything good there. I will check to see if we got any characters for fusions, so I will check that as well. But yeah, when we were looking at, since we're talking about fusions, I did pull this guy. So I did pull this legendary. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but I did pull this legendary for Mikage, so that was kind of nice. Or the epic for Mikage, so that was kind of nice. So made my day a little bit better there. Stop it! Made my day a little bit better there. All right, 5 Primal Shards. Let's see what we got here. Give me something good. Hey, give me a mythical. That'd make my day, wouldn't it? Yeah. Gore Mask. Wow, that's not good at all. All right, 4 more. Opening Primal's not the best idea when you don't have the 2x chance to get a mythical, by the way. But here we are. All right, Galkut. I don't know who you are, actually. Let's find out. I always say that like I'm surprised. Like I'm playing this game for years. How do I not know this person? I don't know most people. All right, 3 Spirit, nothing, 2. Oh, boy, he's terrible. All right, moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Get this trash off my screen. 3 more. Get this trash off my screen. 3 more. All right. Another epic. That's cool. Alaric the Hooded. Wow. Why do you look like Shy Guy, kind of? Doesn't he? He kind of... I pulled this guy before, I think. He kind of looks like Shy Guy, though. I probably said that the last time I pulled him. 2.5. Lord have mercy. Please get this trash can off my screen. All right. 2 more. 2 more. Come on. That's a rare. That's not good. Wretch. No. I have like 1,000 of you. No, no, no. Go away. All right, last one. Last Primal. Let's get lucky. All right, another epic. I'll take it. We actually had some pretty good luck on these. Masamoto. All right, let's see what you are. Masamoto. Shadow King, 3 stars. Does not look great. Maybe decent faction wars. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Has a 10% chance of stealing 1 random buff. That's not terrible, but it's a 10% chance. That's terrible. Attacks all enemies. Has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff. Not terrible. Okay. And then increased defense buff on allies for 2 turns. Also fills the turn meter of allies by 15%. That's not horrible. That's not terrible. Okay, I'll take it. That's not the worst. He does not look very good, though. Let me tell you, he does not look very good at all. All right, we are out of Primals now. We've got 5 Sacreds, and then that is it. So let's see. Can we get something good from the Sacreds? Sacreds have been good to me. Let's make them very, very good. Let's at least get 1 legendary for this video, right? I think I'm due. I think I'm due. Canoness. I don't remember you. Canon. I'm just going to put Canon. Because I couldn't remember if there was an extra N after Canon. Ness. Nope. 2.5 Mage. Oh, boy. I am getting pure trash today. Pure trash. All right. Another epic. Okay. Missionary. That's low-hanging fruit. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, everybody. Low-hanging fruit. Not happening. Not happening. All right. That's a 2. Good Lord. That sounds about right. It is about a 2. Am I right? It is about a 2, right? 2 out of 5, I'd say. 4 out of 10, right? Yeah? I'm still not taking the low-hanging fruit. Keep it moving, everybody. 3 more Sacreds. God. Oh, man. All right. Another epic. Who's this? Doom Priest. Wait, Doom Priest is good, I think. A buddy of mine has Doom Priest, I think. And Doom Priest is not bad from what I remember. Yeah, 4.0 force, actually. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Doom Priest is actually not bad. Pretty good in Faction Wars. Pretty good in Doom Tower as well. I'll take it. Attacks one enemy. If they hit his critical, places a 15% increased crit buff on a random ally for 2 turns. Okay. The A2 places a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, book down to a 3-turn cooldown. Heals all allies by 7.5% of their HP and removes 1 random debuff from them at the start of this champion's turn. Very interesting. Okay, so make her super fast, and she's just removing debuffs, and it's healing all allies. That's really, really nice. That's actually pretty good. Okay, this is kind of like an Elva Autumnborn kit as well with the heals, because I think Elva does that at like 15%, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not bad. I'll take it. Doom Priest is pretty good. Okay, I will get use out of Doom Priest. Nice. Nothing wrong with that at all. Also, look at that hair. We'd love to see it. All right, 2 more. Thank you, Doom Priest. I appreciate you. Getting some pretty decent epics today. And the legendary! What the hell are you? Nary the Lucky. Oh, you're gonna... I'm calling it now. Nary the Lucky is going to suck just from looking at Nary. Just from looking at him, he's going to suck. I have a feeling. Oh, no. 3.5. Okay, not terrible. Part of the dwarves. It was a fusion event. Okay, decreased accuracy. Oh, yeah, not great. Not great. Not great. Faction Wars, I suppose. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of stealing 1 random buff from the target. Okay, gets booked up to a 75% chance. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy debuff and a 50% decreased resistance debuff for 2 turns. That's not terrible. That does go up to a 100% chance as well, so not terrible at all. Okay. Book down to a 3-turn cooldown, and then on the A3, attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance, booked up to a 100% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Also places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Okay. At the start of this champion's turn, transfer 1 random buff from a random enemy to a random ally. This champion's accuracy is increased by 5 for each buff on each ally. Oh, okay. Yeah. He is average at best. Okie dokie then. Well, same, buddy. Same. Average at best. Me too. All right, last Sacred. Can we get lucky? We increase the progressive chance to get Sniktraak, I think his name was. Maybe we can get another legendary. Probably not, though. Didn't think so. All right. What are you? Toragi the Frog. I know you. I recognize you. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Probably going to be for a bad reason, isn't it? It's actually for a good reason. Hell yeah! All right, magic character, 4.0 rating. Let's see. Okay, good in Faction Wars. Pretty good in some core areas, some dungeons. I'll take it. Increase ally resistance in all battles by 40. That's not bad, actually. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. That's not bad for an A1. Booked up to a 40% chance. It's only at 40%. Never mind. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Nice. The chance increases by 5% for each debuff on the enemy team. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. And then A3, Dog's Blessing, places a shield buff equal to 15% of the champion's max HP and a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also heals this champion for 25% of their max HP and places a 30% reflect damage buff on them for 3 turns. The heal increases by 2.5% for each poison debuff on the enemy team. That's pretty nice. And he's got poison. When attacked, has a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. Occurs once per hit. So this is pretty good with Kale. Also, the poison debuff. That's interesting. Okay, so the heals are going to scale with the poisons that like Kale's putting out. And it's on a 3-turn cooldown. That's not too bad. And it puts the shield and the ally protection for 2 turns, and then a reflect damage for 3 turns. So not terrible, actually. Looks like a pretty good epic, to be fair. I discounted you, Frogman. I will take it. Let's see if we did get any sort of people. Oh my God, there's so many offers. Any sort of people for fusions, and it doesn't look like I did. That's Gom. We know him. We love him. And it doesn't look like I got anybody else. All right, well, looks like this was rather successful. So I will take it. Let's go to the events here. Let's go to the Summon Rush. Let's make sure I actually did it and got everything I needed to. And it looks like I did just barely. My math was correct. So we got Gom. Good to go there. Got a legendary skill tome as well. We got some stuff. XP barrel. We got a bunch of energy that I'm probably going to end up saving in here until the event dungeon starts. So I'm going to hoard this here because I think I am done with Ice Golem as of now. If I'm not mistaken, I should be done with him, with Mr. Ice Golem, and I am indeed. So we are thriving. We do have the Corrosa's tournament starting. I believe it's tomorrow. Yeah, the Corrosa's Conquest tournament starting tomorrow. So that's going to be the event dungeon. So I'm going to be running level 15 on that. We'll be going through that as quickly as I can. And just keep on keeping on. We also have the gear enhancement event starting tomorrow as well. So let me know how you guys are doing on the Titus Black Plume Fusion. Also, let me know how your pulls were if you guys decided to take my advice and do some pulls on this event rather than the first and the last one. But until next time, make sure you guys are clicking that download link below. It really helps support the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Duel 'Em. Later, Raiders.